We're going to be washing these tacos down with a grapefruit margarita in just a minute, made by one of our favorite chefs, Danielle Kartes, who is joining me now. Usually we'd be in the kitchen, but today we are mixing things up.
Yes.
We are on the couch together. Before we get into drinks, we want to talk about your new memoir.
Yes.
It is so amazing. It's hilarious. It's a heartwarming collection of essays about how you lost your restaurant and the positive lessons that came from that loss.
Yeah.
Danielle is here on the couch with me now, and I'm so excited.
Yes.
So first, tell us about the memoir.
Well, it's such an exciting thing because I think, you know, a lot of people know me as a food stylist or a cookbook author, and I have spent, 10 years telling people our story, even before I was ready to tell. I think that the biggest message, the book is called You Were Always There. It's a collection of essays about my life. But I think that a lot of times women, especially, at least for me, I felt like if I could just get back to a certain place in my life, I'd be okay. I think that we can lose ourselves to motherhood, to job loss, to losing our home, losing our restaurant. Like, we wrap our identity in what we do.
So much.
And I just really firmly believe, like, after all the lessons that I've learned in losing my restaurant, going through marital struggles, losing our house, there were so many things stacked against me. I was always there. And so the message I really heard from the Lord is like, you're always there. You can't lose who I made you.
Oh, I love
And so
that.
it's been so good for me to share that with people, because a lot of times people see like, oh, you're on TV. Like, how did you do that? Well, it's been a long road, a 10-year overnight success. Like
10-year overnight success.
Took 10 years. But it's just been a real huge blessing for me to share my story.
And I love that while you're sharing your stories, it's a kind of a mix of memoirs and recipes.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is the pineapple upside down cake of life.
Yes.
Bullied as a child, you thought something was wrong with you, but then you kind of turned that thinking around, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes you have to get to the bottom to see where all the good bits are. And a lot of times we have this mentality where it's like, if I could only get here, then I'm going to be happy. And it's just not true. We have to be happy now. We're not promised tomorrow. And I think that joy and sorrow coexist really nicely. And I have a tendency to make everything a joke. I mean, I laugh at myself. I mean, on the way in this morning, I spilled a bottle of water on my crotch.
I love that you just told everybody that.
So much going on. I'm like, okay.
She's like, I got to get to a bathroom now. And I'm like, let's go.
Make sure the camera isn't down here because it's a mess. So you have to just laugh at yourself. I mean, I could have been in the bathroom crying, but I was calling my husband like, I can't believe this happened, but we're just going to roll with it and go on TV.
I love that about you.
And that's really what the book is about. Like, go for it.
No, I was going to say, and speaking of rolling with it, I had no idea. This was a surprise to me. You were a makeup artist in a previous life, and then you tell a story in the book about how you were all set to go do makeup for a local TV show. Your baby was sick, so you couldn't go. Then they never asked you again, and you thought that moment was kind of over. But I want to read the quote. Sometimes we must let everything go in order to grow. Tell us more about that philosophy.
You know, that is such a great story. And it was before I had any desire or design for food television. And it was actually this show. I was supposed to come do makeup for New Day Northwest.
Oh, you were?
It was this show.
Oh, I didn't even know
And my baby was
that.
sick, and I thought, gosh, I guess I'm just not meant for that. And then fast forward 3 years later, the magazine that I was working for 25 magazine said, hey, could you go on the show and do this stuff? And I was like, yeah, sure. And that started this career in TV. And Kate Wiesentrue, who used to work here, she was like, I didn't know you'd worked in television. And I said I hadn't. And that turned on for me like a new desire, like maybe I could make a go of this. And then here we are, like one door opened, another door opened, another door, and you just keep going. People get tired in their jobs and in their life, and they think, I'm just not good enough, I'm not equipped, I should stop. Don't stop. I think that it's really important for everybody to hear, like, don't stop. You can rest. You can take a break. But if that desire is in your heart still, keep going.
I totally hear that. I mean, I've been there. We've all been there. And in all the jobs. Well, that's so exciting. And by the way, no one does my makeup. They were doing makeup back then? What?
It was for some kind of special, like, promoting for, all right. It wasn't for the makeup on the show. It was a special promote, like a segment.
So let's talk about where you are now. I mean, just yesterday morning.
Yes.
You were on the Today Show in New York City, and now here you are. The next day, which we love that you are here with us, and we're grateful because you must be tired. What has that been like?
That's been wonderful. I mean, I have an opportunity to work on all these shows, but I feel like God gave me this vehicle in food. Everybody eats. I'm a great cook. Let's monopolize on that, but I have a heart for people. I have a heart for women. I want women to love the body that they're in, the circumstances that they're in. Our marriages are hard. Being a mom is hard. Being a working mother is hard. Being a stay-at-home mom is hard. There are, especially, Mother's Day is this weekend. Go easier on yourself. yourself.
Yes.
I mean, that's just, I mean, I think I'm skirting your whole question, but
no.
I have such a heart for people, and pot roast and making food and showing people how to make beautiful food for their families has been such a great vehicle. And I used to wonder, like, how am I ever going to marry hope and food? Like, how do you do that?
Right.
And the truth is, you just do.
You
just do it. And I just am continuing to bring, you know, laughter and good times and hope and funny stuff to people, in it mixed in with the hard stuff, because we've had a really hard go at it.
We have.
But it's not, I mean, my story isn't any different from anybody else's. I'm just sharing it.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to know what you've been through. So yeah.
I kind of feel like there's a lot of let go and let God in this book, and I really like that idea. And you're going to be talking about this more. Tell us about your event coming up tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow night. And that's the whole let go, let God thing. I rented out a theater all by myself. It wasn't my publisher. It wasn't, you know, I don't have this massive team. It's my family and I. My sister is my biggest cheerleader. My mom helps.
Oh,
I mean,
I love
Mike, my husband, does everything. And we, you know, I do talk about our marital struggles in there, and Mike and I made it. And I think it's important to talk about that stuff. So that was just a little sidebar.
I agree.
But tomorrow night at the Pantages, doors open at 6 o'clock. The show starts at 7. We have musical guests, Destiny City Music. We're going to bring the house down with laughter and fun. There are still tickets available. I'm going to do a big monologue style speech. I'll tell my story. Yeah, it'll be fabulous. And then we'll do a Q&A with Ruthie Taylor of Mosaic Real Estate.
I love it.
It's going to be a big show.
Oh my God.
There's VIP tickets if you want a hug from me. I mean, I'm like, hey, there's a hug.
Hugs are the best.
You can get a hug and a charcuterie platter.
VIP ticket. Thank you so much.
So come on out.
You are such a great speaker. I've heard you speak before. Thank you. And remember, Danielle, once again, is hosting and holding a conversation tomorrow night, Friday, May 6th at the Pantages Theater in Tacoma at 7 p.m. We have a link to tickets on New Day's website. And Danielle, you are sticking around. Do not go anywhere. Making us a round of grapefruit margaritas.
Yes.
Hey!